Welcome to Club 100, where men keep it real. I'm your bartender, Annalise, and today's host is Malik the Myth.
Thank you for tuning in to Club 100 talk show, Men Keep It Real. I am your host for this evening, Malik the Myth. First, check this out.
I was just doing my job. This is my job to deliver child support papers to deadbeat dads. I had a job. I'm just doing my job. Let me go. It's only $8 an hour. I quit right now. I quit. Take all my money. I ain't got my license. Take my wallet. More money. Take my wallet. Take it off. Just let me go, please. Please, sir. Please, sir, let me go. I gave you all your chance. I got a wife and kids. I got a family. Let me go, motherfucker, let me go.
Family?
I got a family.
I got family.
It's not your ordinary TV talk show. It's uncut, unscripted, unrehearsed. It's 5 men keeping it real. 'Cause at Club 100, they keep it 100. It's game time.
Got some problems in life, man, you're really stressing. And some friendly advice could be a blessing in disguise. Need a place for guys to relax and unwind. Well, it's time to check out Club 100. It's Club 100. Yeah, Club 100, where men keep it real.
With your hosts, Jay Hawks, Trey Bell, Latron Michaels, Malik Pierre, and Jay Rome.
Okay, I guess that was an example of what can happen, you know what I'm saying, if the system get on it. So obviously, today's subject is about child support. Let's talk about child support. We're also going to talk about the shorties, we're going to talk about the moms, the pops, we're going to talk about everything. But first, let's talk about a handful of problems, concerns, situations. Okay, first problem, revoke license. Bro, can't go nowhere, can't keep. Alright, now we're going to talk about garnished wages. Now your ass really can't go nowhere because you're broke. Okay, now let's get into tax returns. The money that you're supposed to get back from working hard, bro, it ain't working hard, bro. Okay, then we're going to say, if you want to go somewhere, you can't have that passport. You're going to stay here and suffer. And while you're suffering, go down there and get these damn pills. Because that's what's going to happen, okay? We're going to get all that in. And also as well, y'all know we take time out to go to the streets to get the word of mouth, to see what people want to say. I know y'all want to say something. Then we talk about Hollywood. We talk about Hollywood. Then we do a little sports recap. Probably get into some sports or politics, whatever we want to do. Before we get it started, you know what I mean? I want to say something to the females. You know what? Y'all get mad. Y'all run down there. You know what I mean? Think the system is what it is. The system ain't really what it is. Women, if you make more than $21,000 a year, they're not helping you. Daycare assistants, medical, you know, we'll get into it. Before we get into it, of course, I gotta introduce you to the brotherhood, my fellow men. We got Trey Bales, aka Baby Boy. Okay. Next to him, there sits the gentleman, Jay Hawks. Alright. Next to me, the rebel, Jay Rome. Always opinionated, Latron Michaels. I am the myth. Fellas, hold on before we get it started. I got some more damn problems. Alright, welcome. We good?
What's on, Malik?
Let's get it in. Let's get it in, fam.
Let's get it in, baby.
Alright, fellas. As y'all know, man, I've been battling, having my situations with the system. You know what I mean, with the child support system. I got my own personal relationship, you know, with them. and I just want to talk about a few things, and I just want to reach out to the viewers out there. I want y'all to hear me out and help me out. Okay, fellas, y'all ready?
Man, before we get started though, I got a question.
What's there?
Man, what's up with the chain? I mean, I'm feeling
Yeah.
like naughty by nature right now. What's going on, doctor?
Yeah, I feel like I should be a little naughty, but no, man, I really truly feel that the system right now, it is a modified slavery. You know what I mean? It's a way to keep people down, you know what I'm saying? Keep us bottom feeders, you know what I mean? Like I'm saying, man, you know what, right now, the myth, I'm in school, I'm in college, I'm doing my thing so I can, you know what I mean, do what I gotta do in life. So I go down and try to get a little help from the county, trying to get some assistance. I can't get that because I'm in school. Why is that when you're trying to do something for yourself, they don't want to help you, bro? I don't want to get started, fellas. I'm going to calm it down. That's why I got the chain on. Okay, let's get it in.
It's kind of personal for you.
Yeah, it's just personal. You know what I mean? It's real personal. Hey, I'm going to slide, and I'm going to go to the one who's always opinionated. I'm going to go to LaTron Michaels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got it right here, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It says, how does it affect the children? You know what I mean? When they're at a certain age where they can understand, wow, dad is not really around and he's not really doing anything. And mom, she's so angry at him and I don't get to see him and everybody's just fighting and I don't have my family. Kids start to think that way.
Right. I think it makes the children suffer. You know, the kids, they be suffering, y'all out there. I mean, when the parents are angry and they not giving the kids a chance to be with the father, I mean, they suffer. It hurts the children. I feel like it hurts the children.
Yeah, but see, do you think that us as parents and grown-ups, fellas, do y'all think that women or the fathers, they kind of use that baby as that power pain tool to inflict on the next person? Like she like, okay, you can't see your son because I'm mad at you. Then if he's mad at her, well, I'm not stopping by. I ain't coming to get him. You can't go out tonight. I ain't watching him nothing. So you get into this the blame game, we call it, you know what I mean, between parents, and then the kid gets stuck in the middle. Exactly. We're trying to get rid of that. We're trying to fix that, man. And you know, that's a lot of things we're gonna be talking about on the show today, fellas. You know what I mean? Indeed. We do keep it 100. Welcome. And it's always opinionated show. It's just opinion. So, you know what I mean? Don't really take this to heart. All right, we're going to flip it. Okay. You really think it's real reasonable to take our license, bro? Passports?
I mean,
tax returns?
I think it depends on the situation. I think you have to go by base scenario. If the parents are not, if the father is not taking care of his child, and if a few years go by and you're just seeing no progression, he's not doing what he's supposed to do, then at that point, yeah, take his license, take his passport, take his tax returns.
I mean, I agree. I need to cut you off, but I agree with Jay Halls. I think that a lot of guys get it easy. I think a lot of you women out there are letting some of these guys get off easy. I mean, you know, yeah, if they're not helping take care of that child, yeah, take their damn license.
Right.
Because all you're doing is eliminating them, you know, being comfortable and driving, and yeah, take something away from them in order to help them, or I'm not saying punish them, but they have to be held accountable for their actions with not, you know, with not helping take care of a child.
Okay, Trey Bells, I understand that, but let's say you punish for you punish somebody for doing something wrong. Shouldn't you reward them for doing something right?
I mean, yeah, but that's only if they trying to help themselves and help that child. Okay. I gotta keep it real, it's 100. You know, you got a lot of guys out here, man, that will get a female pregnant, and women don't check them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. They just let them do and take care of the kid by themselves. The female got to get up with the kids. The kids get sick. They take them to the doctor. Right. They got to change them. They got to feed them. And for a guy to just sit back and relax, that's not right. I mean, you know, Malik, you know, we grew up without a father, and we watched our mom go through that very, very thing.
So, Trey Bell, he's right. You know, a lot of these guys out here, they're not taking care of their responsibilities, and the woman is doing it all. So you shouldn't have your license. Go catch the bus.
Hold on. Let me play devil's advocate for a minute.
Okay.
What about these women who are getting these men pregnant because they might be something? These athletes out there, these entertainers who might got a couple of dollars or might got something about them. So these women is out there, you know,
cutting the rubber or, you know what I mean, getting pregnant on purpose just because they know that the system is on their side.
Okay.
Hold on, if this dude is making a couple $100,000 or a couple million a year, you know, she get pregnant, then she got $30,000 a month coming in.
Okay, but hold on. My very point is, the point I'm trying to make is that, okay, whether you got money or you're broke as hell, my whole point is that once that kid comes, you're parents. You're parents. So my thing is that women and men, they'll get mad and use that kid, you know what I mean? And even going down there on the system, they'll do that to get back at you. Half of them, they're doing that for that very reason, because they're not even coming to you first and going, hey, I need a little help, you know what I mean? Things is kind of tight around here. Do you think you can probably get, you ain't got a job now, maybe you should get a job and, you know what I'm saying, help out. Because they're mad at you, they're not going to come at you, they can go right down there. Next thing you know, you're at the car wash, kicking it with the good old boys. Laughing, clean, look at my shoes, and bam, you've been served. And you sitting up there looking crazy. They already put the tab on you. She didn't even come, I think, as a woman, sit you down and try to figure something out. Out of anger.
I say this about the athletes out there, that these women are doing that to you guys, you need to zip it up. You know? If you, it's a decision that you make. If you make the decision to lay down with a woman and she end up getting pregnant and you get, and she put them papers on you, ain't nothing you can do.
But I think that we're missing.
But everything, I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off, but I'm saying everything. Take your passport, take your tax returns, your license, garnish your wages, I mean everything.
Okay, but if you look at the system, that's only in extreme situations. That's not for everybody.
Right.
But I think we're missing the fundamental points. When you have a child, it's not about you, it's not about the dad, it's not about the mom, it's about the child.
Wait, to who? To the system?
No, period.
Okay, because the system don't give a damn about the child.
Regardless of the system, regardless of the parents. When I had a child, my life wasn't no longer mine. It was about my child. I had to take care of my child. So it wasn't no more, okay, Jay Halls, we're going to go do this, we're going to go party, we're going to go kick it. My life had to get structured to make sure my child
Jay Halls is pissed. Jay Halls pisses me off. Jay Halls, we came and got you out of jail. My thing about it is when she got mad at you, when she got mad at you, you know what I mean?
Wow, really?
I'm just saying, when the women or the fathers get mad, they will do something to you that involves that kid that kind of takes a part of your relationship with the kid.
Okay, but
I'm keeping it 100.
Okay, no, keep it 100. But that had nothing to do with my child. That was her being foul. That had nothing to do with my child.
Okay,
it's still the system.
But see, you didn't have it. But you didn't see your kid for a while, so it did.
No, it did.
So it did. That's what I'm saying. It did inflect the kid.
I mean, I think that. I mean, I hear the argument here. I mean, you have different scenarios. You have different situations, you know, coming into a situation like that. I mean, you know, you do have two parents that can sit down,
right?
You know,
that's all I'm saying, and
discuss the situation. If she comes and say, okay, we about to have a baby, I know we're not together, what we gonna do? I mean, you know, we need to start making some deals right now on what you're gonna do, how we're gonna do it, you know, when this baby comes. You know, to me, that's
very important.
That's the grown-up thing to do. That's what adults are supposed to do. But there's a problem here because kids are having kids, so there's no possible way they know how to raise these kids or even handle that situation.
But actually, no, we're really talking about the system and how it's designed. The system is tearing down the family. That's what we really focusing on. The system that's tearing down the family. You know.
So that's why I was asking the rep. I mean, if you're getting punished for something, I'm gonna go back to that.
Right.
Shouldn't you get rewarded for something? I mean, shouldn't that go? I mean, hand in hand. Let's say if you know what you made all your payments, you still out there doing other things for your kid, even though they don't see it. You still out there going to pick, spending time, buying things, showing up for birthdays, and making your payments. I mean, if it's a system, say, you know what, we know you're trying to try, bro. You know what I mean? They offer you some incentives. How come they don't do shit like that?
But see, to me, that's where the problem comes in. Because as a father, you're supposed to take care of your child. So why should you get rewarded to do something that you're supposed to do naturally?
Right.
That's where, to me, that's where this world is messed up at. We feel like we should be rewarded for doing something that we're supposed to do anyway.
Right.
That's crazy. But I see what you're saying, because the system, if you really look at it, it rewards the women. You know, so, I mean, as soon as they get these men, they take the license, like you said, put them in jail, all kind of things. So the men is being hurt by the system, but the women is being rewarded by getting these checks.
Right.
But the women do take care of the kids too, though.
Right.
So
Exactly.
I mean, the system is messed up, though.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's not built for men. It's built for women. It's made for the women.
But Mr. Halls, they say the system is for the kids. Is it really? I mean, do the kids really benefit, bro?
You have to
I see. I mean, go ahead.
You have to realize anything that's ran by the government is not for the people. Period. I mean, we're gonna keep it 100. Anything that's ran by the government is not for the people. Period. I think there's a famous saying: "It takes a village to raise a child."
Exactly.
I think what we need to do and what we need to eliminate the system, take it out of play. When you got these parents, say you and your child's mom, y'all can't get along.
Right.
Y'all need to bring the grandparents in, the aunts and the uncles, people who have experience raising children.
Right.
That's what y'all say that one more time. Tell the people.
Y'all need to bring the grandparents. Y'all need to bring the grandparents in, the aunts and the uncles, older people who have experience raising children. They need to come together as a village. Sit y'all down, give y'all instructions. Because you know what? When relationships go bad, the immaturity comes out, the anger comes out, the frustration, all these things come into play.
Right.
Nothing gets done. And the child, like everyone said, the child is the one who gets hurt. That's what we need to do. We need to bring the village back. We need to start taking care of our own kids.
Right. So we just got to get along, right, bro?
At the end of the day, you got to get along.
In a perfect world, that would be good. But we're not in a perfect world. So what we really need to do is, and this right here is to the women out there, you know, and we're not just, I don't want it to seem like we're bashing on women or nothing like that, but women, y'all are the natural caregivers to the child. Y'all are the first teachers, y'all are the first ones that raise the child, regardless if the father is in their life or not. So if the relationship don't go right, if things don't work out, do not put the child in the middle. Do not take it out on the child. If that man is trying, even if he ain't got a job, if he's spending time, I promise you at the end of the day, that time that he spends with that child is going to be way more important than any check that you could ever get from that man. Exactly. So if that man is trying, be woman enough not to use your child as some type of leverage.
Right.
Exactly.
Be woman enough to let that man raise his child. Because that's what's wrong with these kids today. Most of these men is not in their life, and some of it is because of y'all women, because of the anger that y'all feel.
So about time he took a shot. Like I said, we're not going to bash the women, but I would just like to just say to women, I've met women out there before who have had kids, and they were good women. But sometimes women, you guys have put men before you put your own kids. You know what I mean?
Preaching. That's everywhere.
I mean, you do that. I mean, women, we need y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all really hold the key to a lot of this shit, man. We need y'all. So
I want to talk about that. Speaking on that, a lot of women, y'all really for real do need to stop that. If the relationship did not work, okay, let it go.
Let it go.
When that man calls and he wants to see his child or his children, have their bags packed and ready to go. Don't use that against him to hurt him because you're scoring over a relationship. Exactly. And what that does to a man is that puts him in a corner because he don't want to fight. He already has to, he already knows he's about to go to the child support thing because that's the first thing y'all women say when y'all break up with a dude. I'm going to get them papers on you. I'm going. Come on now. That's not what. Basically what that does is that puts a man, a father, in a corner right now because y'all bickering at each other. And then it becomes a war between you guys. You got the kid in the middle, and guess what happens? The kid gets forgotten.
Let me jump in that situation. Let me jump in for a second. Even before that, even before we get to the system, I'm gonna say this to the women. If y'all know this dude is a bum, no, real talk, we're going to keep it 100. If y'all know this dude is a bum while you're sleeping with him, while you're laying down with him, why in the world would you have a child with him? If he ain't taking care of his past kids, if he don't have a job, if he's out there trying to sell drugs and be Nino Brown at 40 and all these old crazy things, why you laying down with him, A, and why you trying to have a child with him? And on the reverse side of that, women, if your relationship is not working, you cannot have a child to keep a man. that's going to make it worse. I promise you, that's going to make it worse.
And men, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to step on y'all, and it's damn near going to step on myself. But we going to get it in anyway. Man, you know when you really ain't feeling her no more, bro, go ahead and leave too. Because I know when you see it with somebody else, it hurts your heart a little bit, you know what I mean? But most men don't want it. They don't let go either.
Right.
They hold on. They don't want to see them with nobody else.
Yeah.
So they come over there and drop empty promises in the mailbox, you know what I mean? And stay around talking about, I'm going to be a family and I'm going to get it in and all that type of stuff. And they really don't even want to be there.
I mean,
keep it 100.
I mean, yeah, and, you know, we're talking about the women. Let's talk about the guys too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Fellas. Like I said earlier, I grew up without a father. My mom was the father and the mother. You know, when I'm playing football, I'm running down the field. She running down the field with me. Fellas, man, be in your damn kid's life, man, because sometimes it's not about the money all the time, fellas.
Yeah.
You know, when the mom has the child and she has to be with the child every day, and you get to run around, do what you want to do, and then you want to come over the house at 2 o'clock. Come on, ladies. Y'all know what I'm talking about, ladies. The dude come over at 2 a.m. in the morning. The damn child is asleep.
Come on, man.
Come on, ladies.
So why you opening the door for him?
Right. Fellas, you can't get down like that, fellas. You know, surprise her, call her, and be like, you know something, I'm coming to pick up my shorty.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm finna take him for the whole weekend.
She ain't going for that, Trey Bells. You know what she gonna say? You ain't taking him to that bitch house. You gonna take him over to so-and-so house and so-and-so house. Where you gonna take him? You better, you know what I mean? You know how they gonna do it. They don't want that shorty to go with you. I'm telling you, and that's wrong. Yeah, let him go with his pops. Exactly. Let him come to the black side.
Yeah, but you wanna know something though? We keep it 100. It's a lot of fellas that do that. They'll come pick up the shorty, drop the shorty off at a female's house. He go handle his business, come back and get him, act like he done spent some damn time.
Okay, but you know what? Like I said earlier though, you knew how this man was when you laid with him. So don't.
But not necessarily.
I mean, come on now.
Okay, where you meet him at? Did you meet him at the club?
If you met him at the club, if he ran up on you at the gas station, you know, offering to pump your gas, that might sound like a gentleman. But if he walking and he try to pump your gas, really?
Man, but that doesn't mean that he's a bad father if he gets up pregnant.
If he's not taking care of his past kids, if he don't want to work, but he's not doing the things that a real man does, then
let me say this. A real man is not measured by what's in his pocket, by how much money he has. It's about what he does. It's about how he carries himself. If the man ain't got a strong relationship with God or his mom, he's not going to treat you right. Plain and simple. If he don't respect the woman next to you, he's not going to respect you.
Okay.
So women, start looking at little things like that. Look at how he treats his mom. Look at how he treats the other women in his life. Look at how he treats his kids if he has kids. Those are the things that you need to look at.
Okay, fellas, we've been getting it in, but you know, sometime in the show we always stop, you know what I mean, as promised, and we'll go take a walk to the streets. Get the word of mouth. So we're going to do that, then we're going to come back and kick it again. All right, let's go.
A big mouth, a big mouth.
What do you think about child support?
I think on certain situations, child support is needed. I think on certain situations, it's not needed. I think when it's needed is when a parent is not doing their part. They're not partaking in anything with the child, don't acknowledge the child, nothing. Child support needs to be paid. Now, if the parent is there doing what they're supposed to do for the child, then child support is not needed.
Okay, fellas, okay. Was that 100? Was she
kept
violent?
it real. She kept it real.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, she was saying, you know, if a man takes care of his kids and he's doing what he's supposed to do, there's no need to put him on child support. If he's not taking care of kids, then you could put him on child support. I understand that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like she said, that's what it is. If you bring a child into this world, take care of him. Regardless of the relationship between you and that woman, if it works out, if it don't work out, it don't matter. Because once that child's in this world, handle your responsibility. Exactly. Be a man. Okay. Take care of your kids.
Okay, I'm feeling that, but I want to put some on top of before we flip it. You know what I mean? I know guys out there who are taking care of their kids, you know what I mean? And they still get put on the papers. You know what I mean? They still get put on the system because guess what? They get mad at them. You know what I mean? Right. So just because you're on the system don't mean you're not taking care of, you know what I mean, your kids. people are still doing it. We'll get back into it. But we're going to flip it like we always said we do. And we're going to go into, let's go into the land of sports. You take it there? Let's take it there. Okay, fellas, y'all know, talking about the NBA, they about to make a run for the playoffs, right? I got a question for y'all. We're gonna let's keep it quick and 100. Okay, clock's running down. You know what I mean? Your team is down by 1 point. You got the ball. 10 seconds left. Oh yeah. All right, Trey Bell, who's taking that final shot for you, bro? Who's that clutch player?
I'll tell you what, since I just got an endorsement with Mountain Dew, I'm taking that last shot. And it's going down. Kobe, I might give it to you, Kobe, but hey, if I had to pass it to somebody, I'm giving it to you, Kobe. Kobe, I'm giving it to you, baby.
Okay, we got one Kobe Bryant, okay. Jay Halls?
I don't know.
Who takes that shot?
I think I'm going to have to go with Celtics.
Okay.
I'm going to have to go with, who we going to go with? Ron said Ronald. I ain't going to go Rondo. He too short. He ain't gonna make it.
Who you going with, bro?
You know what? I don't know.
Alright, fade back. Alright, J Ho.
Man, you know what? Since that's my twin, I'm gonna ride with him. I'm gonna go with Boston, but we're gonna go with Ray Allen. Okay. You know, clutch player. He does what he do. That's what it is.
Okay, well, Ray Allen, you know what? He can't create his own shot. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Kobe old,
but Kobe still can create his shot.
But he old. He ain't gonna go up.
Well, we gonna go there. Fall back. All right, LaTron Michaels. Who you rolling with?
Hometown talent. I'm gonna go with my boy Fisher. Fisher for the Lakers, baby.
He too short. He gonna get blocked.
He gonna make the shot. He gonna make the shot.
Fisher
got all the rings. He gonna make the shot. Fisher going with Fish. Little Rock, Arkansas. Hometown, baby.
All right, though. So that's it. We just wanted to quickly tap on that. Everybody watch the playoffs. We'll be back. Okay, fellas, that's what's up. All right, before we go home, we're going to take one more turn, all right? Y'all ready? And we're going to turn down Hollywood Boulevard, baby. Let's talk about Hollywood. You know what, fellas? I want to talk about Hollywood couples. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's see who's real and who ain't. You know what I mean? Hey, check it out. Do y'all really believe? Y'all believe J-Lo and Mark Anthony, is that a real couple, fellas?
Yeah, they real. I believe in them. I believe they real. They got 2 kids. They got 2 babies. You know, they got the twins, and it looks like it's
okay. But Brad and Angelina got like 15 kids. What that mean?
Okay,
really, what that mean?
Okay, Mr. Marcus, let me talk to you about it, bro.
Come on here to the romance.
Okay, J-Lo, she has this tendency when her career's starting to sink, fellas. She needs somebody to, you know what I'm saying, to pull her back up so she can breathe again. I think it's a publicity stunt. Okay, hold on, because you know what? I know it's my show. We're gonna talk about Brad Pitt and Angelina.
Man, let me get this one. Let me get this one.
Go ahead, Robert.
I think she got her foot on his neck and he's scared to leave. I think he wanted to leave, but he's scared to leave. That's, you know, she didn't done those Laura Croft movies, you know, I think she whooping.
Okay, we 0 for 2, fellas. I'm gonna take it here. Will Smith, Jada Pinkett.
Hey, that's real. Let me take that.
That's Hollywood. That's gonna stay real.
That's a real relationship.
That's Hollywood. Keep it Hollywood,
That's
y'all.
a strong black woman leading a strong black man.
But let me say this. Let me add this to that though. She letting him do what he wanted to do and supporting him and standing behind him. That's what a strong black woman do. That's what.
Sometimes you gotta follow to actually lead.
Hey, they doing their thing. They balling. They got the kids involved and everything. All right, fellas, we done kicked it a little bit. Now we got to bring it back home. You know what I mean? Before they turn the lights out and shit. Okay, make sure y'all tune in next week. You know what I mean? We're going to be talking about a very steamy, hot topic. You know who's going to be hosting that? Mr. LaTron Michaels. What's that topic, LaTron Michaels?
Yeah, we're going to be talking about romance. We're going to talk about what's wrong with romance. We're going to talk about, me and the fellas going to give you some solutions to put the romance back into your relationship so it'll be steamy and hot and late from there.
Boy, romance, I can't wait to get it in on that. Even the mentally a few tips, imagine that. But guess what? I'm going to give some too. Holla. Let's get back into it. Okay, I got a final question. For fathers who out there who are on child support, y'all making the payments, does that, do you guys should have a right, should you have a right to have custody of your kids?
Yeah.
Should you?
I think so. I think so. I think that the system, basically, it's not really about the kids. So fathers, you have to understand that you do have a right. You do have a right to be involved in the kid's life. You know, don't cry. Don't say the government got me down, man. Hey, you can go to court. A couple of fellas who probably argue with this. You can take your behind to court. Right. And get you some rights. Okay. You can. They have programs. They have father programs that you can look into. And you can get, if you have to get an attorney, man. If you got to go down there and cry, fight for your child's life to be in it, man.
I fought and I lost. I gotta say this to the kids out there. When you get older and you dealing with something like I was dealing with, that the mother kept the kid out your life, and the kid resents you, she don't like you at all. I mean, kids, you can't take one side. Don't just take the mother's side because you always there with the parent and you don't really understand what's going on with the father. You know what I'm saying? Right, so kids out there, I say this to you, please do not take the other parent's side just because they're no longer together. It makes it bad for the other parent. I'm saying that because I'm going through it. I got a kid out there, she's 21. I love you, baby.
I'm going through it too, y'all. And my thing is that word custody just bothers me. Custody, that word bothers me because I don't need a system to grant me custody of my kid. Right. You know what I mean? It's not shouldn't stop me from being a father. I need you, the other parent, the mother. We got to come together. Exactly. That's how you beat. You don't beat the system. You can't beat it. You create your own system. Right. You know what I mean? So that's what we really need to do. Like he said, we need to come together. What is a small village? What was it? A village or something.
I think J. Halls has a small village.
So you know,
you got to.
So fella, calm that down. No, we really need to figure this out, man, because the kids are drowning, man. We losing. Right. You know what I'm saying? We losing our kids, fellas. You know what I mean? And we losing these ourselves and our culture.
I mean, I want to say something. I want to say something, Malik, and it's very important. What I'm about to say. It's two sides to every story. Okay, it's two different situations.
Preach it, Trey.
I'm gonna preach it. For all the ladies out there, for all the women out there, the mothers out there, okay, I'm telling y'all, if he's in the kid's life, let him be that father. Please let him be that father. Don't hold a grudge. Don't be scorned from a past relationship. Let him take care of that. But if he's not there, then you take his ass and put the papers on his ass. Put the papers on his ass.
Okay,
Let me say something real fast.
Last words, I'm about to close down.
I think the topic was the child support, the system itself. I think that we really need to look at new ways of restructuring this system because the system itself is failing the kids and is failing the fathers. Yeah. And for the good fathers that are taking care of their children, the good fathers that are fighting the good fight, I think we all need to come together. I'm saying we because I'm a damn good father. Okay. Hold up. But I think we all need to come together and start creating more organizations, more group things that we can come together and help other fathers who need help.
I have a point. Okay, I know a lot of guys, or if you on child support or anything, why do you go to court? Okay, and you can have a shoebox full of receipts of everything that helping take care of that child, and it's not. It doesn't hold up in court. They call it in-kind income.
Yes.
Okay.
If it's not through the court system, it's in-kind income. It's like last time I checked, man. If you buy a coat, some shoes, or whatever for a kid, that's a necessity, right?
Okay. But hold on though. But hold on though.
To being a responsible
it's going back there, fellas. I wish we had. You know what I'm saying? About 2 more weeks to get it in about that. But you know what? We gotta shut it down, man. I gotta go ahead and close the show. You know what I mean? And man, what's wrong with you? For real?
We got a couple more minutes.
Oh, you want to keep it going?
We gotta keep it going.
Okay, we'll keep it going.
Well,
you know what? Hold on.
Hold on. The rebel's been quiet for a minute. Let me say something.
Okay, rebel.
To the fathers who are not taking care of their kids, know this: whenever them kids grow up, if they come looking for you, put their foot in your behind, you're going to deserve it. If you man enough to lay there with that woman and have that child, regardless of what happens between you and that woman, be a man. We got kids out there killing kids. We got kids out there who has no hope because y'all are not man enough to take care of y'all kids. If you have a kid, take care of the kid. I don't care what your situation is. If you just spend time with that kid, grow up. Do what you're supposed to do. If you bring a child into this world, take care of it.
That's right. 100. You know, this is Club 100, and we want to talk to all the ladies out there that are single mothers that are taking care of your kids. We applaud you. 100.
Let me say something real quick. The saddest thing I've ever seen was a child that grows up to be successful. Father's never been in his life. Become football players, basketball players, whatever. And then at the end of the day, the father tries to come back 20 years later when this child signs a multi-million-dollar contract. That is the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. And what I want to say to the kids that have made a success of yourself almost by yourself, if that father wasn't there from the womb to the tomb, leave his ass on the side.
I say no. Everybody deserves a second chance. Maybe your father did. Maybe he couldn't read. Maybe he couldn't write. Maybe he couldn't pick up a tool and go to work. Maybe he just didn't have no money. Maybe he didn't have no self-esteem. I don't know.
Right. Fellas, we all got legitimate statements. I mean, everything you guys saying is 100.
A second chance don't have to come after you sign a multi-million-dollar contract.
18 years.
Yeah, you know that is bad timing.
Sometimes the other half is so bad that you just don't want to have nothing to do with nobody.
That ain't got nothing to do with
I mean, but sometimes y'all gotta look at it.
You don't know the situation.
You guys have to look at it like this. I was at the mall. I saw a guy. He had his son, cute little boy, and his son had on dirty tennis shoes. The father had four bags of men Foot Locker fucking bags. You know, walking around with his damn son. I didn't see a kid Foot Locker bag or nothing like that. That shit, boy. That's not right.
Check it out, Bill. Maybe them shoes was clean.
Maybe it wasn't his son.
Yeah, he probably got him money.
Maybe he was coming from playing.
Y'all missing the point.
He probably jumped in some money.
I feel you. I see what you're trying to do.
Y'all missing the point. Y'all missing the point. But his sneakers clean, child's sneakers dirty, and he walking out the door.
Right. But you gotta understand. I know a lot of mothers out there too. They get assistance, and and they get that check.
And they get that hair.
Especially if they got a baby with a ball player, they getting all that money. How much of that money is really going to the youngsters? How much is that going to the youngsters? That's a whole nother show. But y'all know who you are. Quit playing.
Let me say something real fast to those mothers. If you grew up in the projects, or if you grew up in a low-income house, you go get a baby by a football player, and you starting to get $21,000 a month. This question is actually directed towards the judge. And what frame of mind are you thinking that this woman who's never had nothing needs $21,000 a month to take care of this baby, this infant that ain't gonna do nothing but drink milk and do in his diapers?
But you want to know? I think what needs to happen within the system. I think they need to monitor all of that. You know what I mean? Set up an account for the child. You know, monitor the baby's moms that is getting that money, so it's not going to the nails and the dress to go to the concert, you know, or
they should go into an account for the child himself
and monitor that situation. So at least the fathers, because sometimes a father would get down if he doesn't know that the money is going directly to that kid. It's for the damn kid. I understand you gotta feed the kid.
A 1-year-old child ain't nothing in this world he can need that's $30,000.
I understand you have to feed the kid. You gotta pay some bills.
So it's not going to that child.
You gotta pay bills, and the mother. You have to do all that. But put some of that money aside for the kid as well. You know, you forget the pedicure. It's all about the child.
That's where the system itself has failed. Because no matter, I don't care if you're getting $30,000 a month or $30 a month. It should go toward the child. If it's for the child, it should be for the child.
Okay.
I understand that the woman needs help. Hold on, I understand the woman needs help. So it should be a percentage. Goes to the woman to help raise the child, and a percentage should go into an account for that child, not to touch until he's 18.
Okay, but fellas, man, did we get it in. I'm trying to, you hear me? I'm breathing heavy. I'm trying to get a word in. Man, these dudes be going, don't they? But I'm finna go ahead and shut it down. It's the myth. I want to thank y'all for kicking with us, 100 style, of course. You know what I'm going to do?
Oh, you took the chain off.
I'm going to take the chain off, and that's what I want you people to do. I want you to take the chain off, take that modern day slavery, take all that system, you know what I'm saying? The system don't fail, you fail. The system always wins. We're not trying to fail. So what we need to do, we need to create our own system, us, the parents, a system that rebuilds, not decimate bloodlines and destroy families and kids like the child support system do. We got to kill that. We got to get back to our system, the one that's going to work, that's going to raise our babies, raise our babies, and get them a better shirt. You know what I mean? Wow. This is Club 100, and I'm the myth, and I want to say to all you viewers out there, we want you to come be a guest on the show. Send those emails in. Holler at your boys. www.club100talkshow.com. Let it ring. You know what I mean?
Twitter.
Come hey, what? Come kick it with us.
Hey, hold up. For all you promoters out there, if y'all want us to come down and host the show, y'all want us to come show up at the event, give your boys an email. We'll be there. We'll come down with the cameras and we'll set it all.
We already coming to Little Rock, so look for us out there. We're coming to Little Rock, coming to the vault.
Yeah, so that's pretty much how we do it, fellas. Y'all ready to get it in?
Yeah.
Let's get it in.
Let's get it in.
Now, as the gentleman would say,
here at Club 100, fellas, what do we do?
It's not your
we keep it 100.
Show. It's uncut, unscripted, unrehearsed. It's 5 men keeping it real. Cause at Club 100, they keep it 100. It's game time.
Got some problems in life, man, you're really stressing. And some friendly advice could be a blessing in disguise. Need a place for guys to relax and unwind. Well, it's time to check out Club 100. It's Club 100. Yeah, Club 100. Where me